up, everybody? It's me, KB Chronic, back again, waiting on YouTube to load up my video that I'm currently streaming right now to tell me it's live. But yeah, it's been a week. It's been a whole damn week. Actually, a little bit longer than that since y'all heard from me. Had a good time in New Orleans. Didn't have such a good time at the NWCW event, and it wasn't for their lack of chaos. It wasn't for their. They were entertaining as hell. I just did terrible. So it's all a personal problem. I'll take care of it by getting new dice. But anyways, I want to thank y'all for joining me. Didn't mean to leave y'all hanging for a week, but we're here. We're going to get started. The last thing that actually happened was the last Wednesday. Iron Duke Taylor took advantage of the 24/7 rule and jumped Navy SEAL backstage to take the iNCW hardcore title from him. Was it the most sportsmanlike thing to do? Absolutely not. But the hardcore title is not for sportsmen. The hardcore title is for people who are bloodthirsty. People who are always ready. You have to be ready to defend it just as much as you have to be ready to take it from somebody. So, with all of that out of the way, we're going to get on to the crazy crap we got planned for today. This is an idea I stole from NWCW. They stole it from regular WCW, and I'm going to apply it here because I think it's a great idea. As y'all know, since we went into the whole weight limit thing, it demolished the tag team division, and at first I was 100% fine with just having the Fraud Squad versus the Mass Saboteurs until the cows come home. But other people weren't happy about it. So, since we're not allowing any new talent, what we did here at iNCW, or what I did, I should say, is I went ahead and randomly picked heavyweights to compete in a tournament style. Or not tournament style, but compete in 4 matches overall, potentially. There's 3 matches today, and the 3 winning teams from this match will go on to Sunday in the main event, and we'll do some cool 6-man gimmick match. But basically, let's just give you a rundown of the teams. So the first team is Adrian Knight and Kojo. Now some of y'all might be going, oh man, why don't Adrian Knight just team up with Mr. Nightmare? He can't. Mr. Nightmare is a light heavyweight. Adrian Knight is a heavyweight. So that put him in the running to be in this random thing. Next, or the other team we have is Death and Navy SEAL. A lot of people were like, oh hey, Death beat Viking, but Viking's still around, and Death had to leave. Death didn't leave, I just didn't have anywhere to put him. Now I do. Navy SEAL, also in the running. For our next set of teams, we have Desperado and Fatback versus, and this, I swear to you, the dice are against me. They put the Viking and Son of Asgard on the same damn team. They're automatically not my pick to win because they're probably going to kill each other before they even focus on who's on the other end of the ring. So we'll see how that goes. And then you can't have a tag team tournament without the actual only tag team in the heavyweight division. So we have the Fraud Squad going in a tag team match against Victor Sokolov, the Siberian Psychopath, and MVP. MVP has more ring rust on him than a ship at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. It's bad. It's not going to be good. It's going to be interesting as hell to see how this pans out. So, with all that out of the way, we're going to get our show on the road here. Appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like what you see. Don't forget to smash that dislike button if you don't like it. If you don't like it, feel free to let me know why you don't like it, and then I can either take your criticism and abuse it like I did with the weight criticism, or I can tell you to burn in hell. But either way, you will be listened to, and it will cause something to happen. Cause and effect. That's what we believe here in iNCW. It's going to be pretty interesting. I'm going to enjoy it. We're still in the new iNCW arena. Still trying to break this bad boy in. Don't know why there's still NXT stuff. This is what happens when you get second hand rings. Or arenas, I should say. Alrighty, let's get our first match underway. All of these matches are also going to be contested under a 20-minute time limit. If a team does not win within 20 minutes, both teams are disqualified. They're out of the tournament. They're out of the runnings. If all three teams end up losing, then the Masked Saboteurs just won't have a match come August the 11th. It's really the only way to handle this. I was very happy to see that Kojo has cut down to a heavyweight. I really thought he was a super heavyweight, but he cut down to a heavyweight. I don't know where he lost the weight because he's still physically the same damn size. But I'm happy for him because where I have a large list, like the heavyweights and the cruiser heavyweights are actually the two largest pools that I have as far as talent weight classes. The issue I ran into is a lot of the heavyweights really won't work good in a team. I tried to avoid matchups that I knew wouldn't work, but then Viking and Son of Asgard ended up on a team, and it's hellacious. Some news from NWCW. Billy Cody, in potentially one of the most action-packed / worst lumberjack matches I have ever seen. It was a pure display of cowardice, and I gotta say I expected more from Bobby Fame and Billy Cody. But yeah, Billy Cody retained in a 2 out of 3 fall lumberjack match. The lumberjacks did most of the work. I'm not gonna lie to you. Billy Cody spent a lot of time throwing Bobby Fame outside. Bobby Fame spent a lot of time trying to run away. Until he inevitably, I firmly think, because, you know, I was sitting right there. I firmly think Bobby Fame just kind of threw the match. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I could be harboring some ill blood towards Bobby Fame, but gonna rock a barrel of rum and coke tonight, or yeah, rum and coke. That's what it is. Couldn't remember if it's Jack and Coke or rum and coke. It's still delicious. Kojo in them carbon fiber sunglasses, flexing for the crowd. The NWCW refs, on the other hand, I don't know if they all do it. It could just be the one. But they pack brass knuckles, which is impressive. All of it was streamed on the MechaCon Twitter. If it wasn't streamed, it was recorded so it could be uploaded later. All you got to do is look, and you can go find it somewheres on the internets. Pretty sure if you just type in NWCW in Google, it'll pull up a bunch of stuff, and then you'll probably see my ugly mug, or a ref in a blue shirt, or a couple of cosplayers sitting around a table in a yellow room. That's it. We got some Adrian Knight fans. We got some Kojo fans. We got some, I don't think we got fans of the other team. We might. Does Death and Navy SEAL have fans? They're about to. If not, they just gonna end up having to lose. Because everybody knows fans is how you win. Got another, well, I say I got another. Be on the lookout. If you follow iNCW on Facebook and all that, be on the lookout for a review done by yours truly. I've been watching ever since I got back from MechaCon. Well, I say ever since I got back. It took me a couple days to hear about it, but I've been watching a show called The Boys. It's on Amazon Prime. Let me tell you something. That is, I'm not going to spoil a whole lot, but that is the superhero movie I have wanted all of my adult life. So, if you're an Amazon Prime member, I highly suggest you go watch it. I'm going to post my review as soon as I'm done. I got 2 more episodes left, but as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to post my review. And we have comments turned on, so you can tell me I'm a piece of trash on there, or you can tell me, oh man, you had some really valid points. Either way, comments are just as valuable as the content that we send to y'all, because with the comments, that's how we know people see it. Anybody can click on it and give you a view, but if you leave a comment, that's how we know you actually focused on what was going on. Unless you put something stupid like "eat my shorts." It's a Simpsons reference for those of y'all who aren't 90s kids. But do what you got to do, man. Trying to plug a little bit of everything today. And don't just watch my streams. Watch Shade streams. He plays Overwatch. Y'all like Overwatch, right? Shooting people. People getting angry. Here comes Navy SEAL with his Congressional Medal of Honor. I was told it's a Medal of Honor. I don't know. I thought Medal of Honor was a shooting game. Navy SEAL was actually supposed to be teamed with Randy Razor. I didn't realize this until a little bit later on, but that promotion they're in. But they are an established tag team, and I just wasn't told about it. Being that Randy Razor has his hands full with Info Warrior, and I don't allow for people to hold 2 titles. We're not going to do that here. That just causes a headache and robs other people of title opportunities. We got 20 minutes on the clock. Death and Kojo started out. Oh! Death using his speed. Now, keep in mind, oh, nice. Back elbow into an enziguri. Rolls Kojo over, going for the quick pin. 1. No, Kojo powers out. Now, keep in mind, you may have a decent tag team wrestler in Adrian Knight, but nobody else in this ring has done tag teams before in an official capacity. So they may not have what it takes to make it to the dance. That's one of the interesting things about this. You got a bunch of guys who are used to singles competition that don't do too much in the realm of tag teams trying to work together. They don't even have... Oh, nice. Death goes down. Goes for a low bridge, only for Navy SEAL to catch Kojo. Oh, and a big belly-to-belly suplex right after that German. I say German is another belly-to-belly suplex, but still, Navy SEAL showing off a lot of strength being able to just throw Kojo around like that. Going directly after Kojo's legs, trying to keep the bigger man. Kojo, there are a lot of big guys in here, but Kojo is by far the biggest. He's about as wide as a Mack truck. Oh! Drop Navy SEAL directly on his back. Sends Navy SEAL into the corner. Looked like he was going to try for a double team maneuver, but Navy SEAL isn't having any of it. Since Kojo into his own corner, tags in Death. Drop toe hold by Navy SEAL and an elbow drop. Bread and butter tag team maneuver there. Real easy to just get that taken care of. Get the Get the drop toe hold going, get the elbow going. Simple, does damage, don't require a whole lot. Doesn't require a whole lot of strategy. Just tied together. Kojo has him. Oh! Looked like he was going for a sidewalk slam, but dumped Death right on the back of his head, and then Kojo flexing to the crowd. Big step through clothesline. Ducks under Death. Has him up with a back body drop. Death's coming out of the corner, and a spine buster by Kojo. Kojo's looking to... Oh, the discus lariat. And he's not done. Kojo kick to the midsection, has Death where he wants him. Oh! Death reversed out of it. What is Death going for here? Has Kojo up and spikes him with a pile driver. Death going for the pin. Adrian Knight hasn't seen any of this match so far. Got the 1 count, and then Adrian Knight was in to break it all up. Oh! Ripcord clothesline to Adrian Knight. Finishes him off. Sends him right outside the ring. We're at 16 minutes left in this match. Kojo, oh! With a diving spear. That's a large man. And a belly-to-belly release suplex. Sweeps the leg, does Death. Death looking to reclaim his spot atop the totem pole around here. Multiple-time prospect champion could never get the job done and make it to the dance. This might be his shot. He may be able to make it all. Oh, goes for a discus clothesline of his own, but Kojo ducks under. Gutbuster by Kojo. Knew exactly what the hell was about to happen. Death has Kojo up. Going for the discus again. This time connects. Stomps on the face of Kojo, driving those. Has him up. Deadlift. Into a sit-out powerbomb. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. No. Kojo out at 2. Navy SEAL was across the ring just in time to cut off Adrian Knight. What's Death looking for here? Has Kojo up again in the vertical suplex into a pile driver. Kojo's weight just buckles every time. 1, no. Death got a jumping knee on Adrian Knight, followed by a flashback by Navy SEAL. Kojo needs to make a tag as quickly as possible. Oh! Big L. And then doing push-ups on the back of Death, letting him know that he's superior, I suppose. Kojo has Death up for a gut-wrench powerbomb. Adrian Knight is still down on the outside. Captured gut-wrench. Oh, no. Looked like he was going for a gut-wrench German. Oh, wow, look at the strength of Kojo. Death is one of the larger men here in iNCW, and Kojo is making him look like a cruiserweight. Kojo goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Navy SEAL didn't even try to break it up. Adrian Knight may have a smooth ride to the top as long as Kojo is that definitive. Holy shit. Kojo took 2 of those. 2 verticals into, and then a discus clothesline, and still managed to come out on top. There's the second one right there. Ooh! Look at how his body scorpions from all that weight going back. Adrian Knight is thoroughly impressed. This is the first time Adrian Knight hasn't had to do any work in a tag team. Looks like him and Kojo are off to a good start. That might end up being the team to beat. We still got 3 more teams to see how they function together, as well as the Fraud Squad. The Fraud Squad are going to be thoroughly upset if they don't make it all the way to the end of this, being that they've been fed to the Mass Saboteurs 2 or 3 times now. They still haven't recovered. No new bandages because we actually had some time off last week, so they didn't have to face them again. But yeah, they are in a bind. Fatback and Desperado. Desperado definitely comes off as a loner here in iNCW. Had a couple of good matches. Definitely put on a hell of a show. The problem we have is he was the only heavyweight luchador. So with the divisions being split up the way they are now, I'm not 100% sure if he's still going to be able to showcase. Like, he's used to going against guys that are, you know, your light heavyweights, your cruiserweights, whatnot, what have you. Now that he's kind of pigeonholed into his own world, or to his own weight class, he may not be as impressive as he proved to be, especially against the likes of Son of Asgard and Viking. If you remember correctly, Son of Asgard has been confused for Viking on multiple occasions. And it's not just because of the name and where they might be from and this, that, and the other, but they wrestle almost exactly the same. So you have Fatback and Desperado of differing styles, and then you have Viking and Son of Asgard, who are effectively the same person as far as movesets are concerned. So if they can manage to work together in some way, shape, or fashion, that's going to be impressive. That's just going to be devastating for whoever's in the ring. Fatback making his way to the ring, finally broke him away from catering. I feel like maybe Fatback and Kojo would have provided for a better team. But, you know, the dice giveth and the dice taketh away. That's my story, and I'm going to stick it to it. And here comes Desperado. Carrying that trademark guitar that, if he so decides to use it tonight, will get his team disqualified. Another thing that I haven't really touched on is if somebody screws somebody else over, like case in point, Navy SEAL not even getting in there to break up the pin with death, that could start a whole new ball of wax. That could lead to... Just because these guys don't win the tournament for the tag teams doesn't mean they're not going to make it to August 11th. Desperado in the ring. Now we await Viking and Son of Asgard. Viking pretty much on the same track of success he was. He came in to help kickstart Hart, but then the weight class thing came along and just kind of screwed that whole pooch. Luckily, him and Son of Asgard are in the same division, and they're both in the heavyweight division instead of the light heavyweight division. So Kickstart Hart kind of got out of that nonsense. He's had some time to rest up. Maybe now he can get back in the groove of things, get back in his winning ways. God knows he can go after that hardcore title. That's about the only one he can go after. I may end up trying to adjust that in some way, shape, or fashion later on down the road, but as for right now, we're going to keep things the way we're going. The Viking sporting some new face paint since returning. And then you have Son of Asgard, who was revealed to be wearing ink as his tattoo. And here comes Son of Asgard, the aforementioned prick in the room. One day he'll take his mask off, and we'll know if it's somebody that's been here before or if it's whatever. But as for right now, this is what we have to deal with. If you haven't hit that like button, smash the hell out of it for me. If you don't mind, as Son of Asgard teases removing the mask, be greatly appreciated. All right, Fatback and Viking are going to start off this contest. And here we go. Viking out the gate with the big man up and drops him with a sidewalk slam. Oh! Fatback went for a clothesline and Viking didn't move. Oh, and a back kick. Fatback with a variation of a clothesline takes Viking off his feet, but Viking's back up. Hits him with a shoulder tackle. Now locking him in a camel clutch, yanking and cranking on the neck, trying to make Fatback tap out. As Fatback up on his shoulders, but no, he reverses into an Impaler DDT. Fatback tags in Desperado and using Desperado as a weapon. Desperado, the smaller of the three men in the ring, or the three men, or of the four men rather. There were three there a minute ago. And Viking's going to make sure he is introduced. Oh no! Desperado wanted nothing to do with the masked man on Viking's team. Oh, and a leaping forearm. Desperado moving up, not necessarily moving up in weight class, but like I said, having to deal with people of his weight class. He's got a lot to prove in here. Viking trying to tag in Son of Asgard. Looks like they're going to be working together. I guess some gold is better than no gold in their minds. Desperado working the head of Viking. Probably, if I can get a good look, it looks like he's using the beard and the hair as leverage. You got to think, if the beard was that much of a disadvantage, the Viking would have shaved it a long time ago. One more time. Tags in Son of Asgard. Oh, double knees. Like I said, these two men are almost identical. And a double suplex. Drops an elbow. Does Son of Asgard. Both masked men in the ring. Oh, Desperado using his quickness to slip out the back door. Looked like he was going for a super kick, but Son of Asgard just slapped him in the teeth. Has him up. Oh! Almost a running Death Valley driver right there. Back chop from Desperado sends Son of Asgard over the top rope. Now tags in Fatback. Son of Asgard and Fatback fighting on the outside. There is a 10 count out there. They can get their teams disqualified. Oh, big headbutt from Son of Asgard. Oh! Fatback just dropping Son of Asgard down back first onto the mat. Son of Asgard into the corner and a big clothesline of his own. Son of Asgard ducked over whatever Fatback had planned. Oh! Into a spine buster. Looked like he was going for a pin, but just shoved the big man off. Son of Asgard again. Oh, into a backpack stunner. Backed up into the corner. Gonna look for that tornado boot. Here it comes. Oh! Right across the jaw of Fatback. Son of Asgard surveying the damage he has dealt. Fatback countered whatever Son of Asgard had planned. And a snap suplex. Making some space. Gonna back up into the corner. Looks like he's going for that fat man clothesline. Oh! Son of Asgard caught him and power slammed him out of it. Sends Fatback into the corner. No, Fatback fights his way out. Now Son of Asgard sent into the corner. Son of Asgard reverses, so does Fatback. Big belly-to-belly suplex. Sends Son of Asgard into dangerous territory where Desperado is waiting. Big neck breaker right there. Fatback has him up and a backbreaker to Son of Asgard. We have not seen Son of Asgard in these kind of conditions in a while, if ever. Looked like he was crawling, trying to get to the Viking, but got caught with a clothesline. Now Fatback with the boots. Was thinking about tagging in Desperado, but instead decides to go back and continue working the arm. Maybe trying to take away some of the power game of Son of Asgard. Oh no. What's he going for here? He has Son of Asgard up! Into the pig sticker! He's got him down. One. No. Viking in to break it up. Now Viking is stuck between Desperado and Fatback. Laid out on the outside. Fatback with a camel clutch of his own. Look how deep he's sitting into that. Son of Asgard is trying to crawl out of it. Using his upper body strength. He needs to try and slip out the... No, Fatback let go. Desperado laying in some punches. Son of Asgard has a hold of him. Oh, left his kidney wide open and Desperado went straight for him. Big haymaker. Followed by a couple of combination of punches right there and then a big clothesline. Desperado has a hold of the mask and the beard. Using that leverage, the same leverage he used for the Viking. Son of Asgard, oh, and a shoulder tackle. Breaking free. Son of Asgard went for a haymaker of his own. Oh! Desperado drilling the head of Son of Asgard. He's been busted open. Son of Asgard has been busted wide open. Desperado and the DDT. That could be all she wrote. No, Desperado is going to the top rope. What could he be thinking? Oh, and a big leg drop. Went to pick Son of Asgard up. Should have went for the pin while he had the chance. If you give Son of Asgard or Viking a chance, they will take it. Give them an inch, they will take a mile from you in flesh. Oh, spiked Son of Asgard, goes for the pin. Viking is in, breaks it up. Fatback trying to get a hold of Viking before he could get back out of the ring. Son of Asgard looks like he's setting up for that tornado boot again. You gotta question, is him going for this all by himself really that wise? Oh! Desperado is gonna say that it is. Desperado's up, kick to the midsection, and he has him in the Blood Eagle. Son of Asgard has Desperado in the Blood Eagle. Desperado had to tap. Son of Asgard and the Viking are moving on. Oh my God. The only bit of teamwork we've seen from those two men this entire time. Once Son of Asgard was in the ring, he was dead set on winning it himself. Big leg drop right there. That was probably the turning point. Desperado should have went for the win as soon as he busted him open. Are they actually getting along right now? Alliances forged in blood and fire, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we just saw here. Or could they just be getting along for the time being? Alrighty, now we have Viktor Sokolov and MVP versus the Fraud Squad. The Fraud Squad have the clear advantage in this match because they've been a tag team for much longer than anyone else in this little soiree. But man, I keep looking at the team of MVP and Viktor Sokolov, and I think about all the victories they have combined in singles competition or in, you know, like multi-people matches. But man, I don't know how to. Viktor in and of himself is dangerous. He's lost to the Fraud Squad. He has had to face the Fraud Squad in 2-on-1 competition in a handicap match. But at the exact same time, now he has MVP to have his back. So if he can dominate them like he did previously, and MVP can keep him out of shit, that might be our team to win it. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this, to be quite honest with you. I don't want the Fraud Squad to win. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. If the Fraud Squad lose at any point in this little soiree before we get to the championship match on August the 11th, they're gone. I've meant to say it multiple times before. Every time we've had a tag team #1 contender nonsense, I've meant to say if they lose, they're gone. I'm going to say it now. When and if the Fraud Squad loses, they are out of iNCW. Period. The icing, or not the icing on the cake, but I don't know, the motivation behind this. If the Fraud Squad is gone, it leaves room to bring in a new team. we can bring in somebody else. So, if you guys have any teams in mind, if you know of any teams that might want to be involved in iNCW, and just so happens the Fraud Squad loses and they got to go, we'll have an opening in the heavyweight tag team division. But we'll just have to see if we get there. The iNCW crowd, we can actually pack this arena, which makes me very happy. It makes me very happy down in my soul. So here's the issue I'm having. While I glance at my computer screen and MVP comes out here for the first time in like 3 months, there's 5 people watching, but there's only 4 likes and 0 dislikes. That means somebody didn't vote at all. Abstaining to vote is heresy, treacherous. I don't know, any of that, you know. So, are you a villain? Are you against the group? It's going to be interesting to see how many people give a damn about the Fraud Squad now that the careers are on the line. They both came in as nobodies. Neil Beauchamp, a 76-year-old, and I know his age goes up every time we talk about this, but I don't know his exact age. A 76-year-old man-child. There's Victor Sokolov. And then you have BJ Worthington. He was a fan. He was a fan and he pinned Voodoo. Voodoo hasn't been seen since. That's a lie. He's been seen since. But Voodoo has not been the same since. And yes, for the one time this episode that I'm actually going to verbally communicate with the chat, I voted. So ha. I vote first. As soon as I start to stream, I vote. We're on the last match. I just finished my last gulp of rum and coke. So this better be good. And here comes the Fraud Squad. Victor Sokolov and MVP look like they're ready to go. Look at this guy. Still fully taped up, coming to work to do the work. These guys right here, they're workhorses. I'll give them that. But some horses just have to be put down. BJ Worthington sporting the cop hat. Neil Beauchamp still with the broken nose, or surgically repaired nose, I should say. And here we go, 20 minutes on the clock. Collar and elbow tie up into a side headlock. MVP pushing BJ against the ropes. Oh, and a nice power slam. MVP with the wipe of the sweat and the elbow drop. Looked a little bit frustrated with how he hit. Could have hit better maybe. Oh, beautiful standing drop kick. MVP just out here to show off. BJ Worthington, I don't even know if they know this yet because I didn't say it until we were at the loading screen. They may not even know that their jobs are on the line. Neil Beauchamp not doing any favors for BJ as he distracts the ref, while Viktor Sokolov and MVP just gang up on BJ. BJ tags in Neil Beauchamp. Big Nasty. Got the two biggest guys on each team. Went to pick up Sokolov, but could not get it. And then Sokolov runs through him like a train. Ran smooth through him. Big double axe handle to the back of the head. Now viciously choking him. The ref not doing anything to stop it. I don't necessarily want these guys in my company, but I don't want them to get cheated out of it either. Nice big back body drop by Big Nasty Neil Beauchamp. Ooh! Thumbs in the eyes, fighting fire with fire against Viktor Sokolov. Tags in BJ Worthington. Got him stomped to the back. Sends Viktor into the ropes. Oh, went for the back elbow. Neil Beauchamp looked like he fell down. May have been trying to drop the ropes. Don't know why Neil Beauchamp is so heavily involved in this match when he hasn't been tagged in. All it's going to do is open up spots for MVP and Viktor to just get in here. Oh, Neil Beauchamp with the low bridge, sending Viktor Sokolov to the outside. This is where the Fraud Squad are going to take advantage, and MVP isn't doing anything. MVP is just standing in the corner. Oh! Shoulder tackle by the Siberian Psychopath. Kick to the midsection. Oh! We are at a count of 4. BJ Worthington and Viktor Sokolov just duking it out on the outside. An unlikely pair to be fighting one another. At a count of 7. Viktor was in first, tagged in MVP. MVP went for a drop kick, misjudged everything. Didn't misjudge that clothesline right there. Oh, and an elbow drop to the injured abdominal. That word I can't say. Muscles. The abs. There we go. Abdominal? Yes. I think that's it. Oh, kick to the midsection. And the sunset flip neck breaker goes for the pin. 1, 2. No! BJ Worthington kicked out fairly quickly. Neil Beauchamp was a little slow to get in there. BJ tags in Neil. Big Nasty catching the right hand, then a foot. MVP, oh no. Neck breaker in the ropes. Ooh! The lanky, injured body of Neil Beauchamp driven into the mat. And an elbow drop. Dead center of the chest. Right where everything is taped up. Neil Beauchamp wisely rolling outside, letting MVP take his time to gloat. And has it, in a full Nelson bomb. That's the impact. Hits your lower spine and just shoots it all the way up your neck. MVP has BJ up, looking to hang him out to dry on the top rope. Neil Beauchamp struck MVP in the back. MVP not even worried about it. BJ sent over into harsh territory, catches a body splash, is trying to crawl across. The longer this match, the more I feel bad that they don't know that they're, split leg moonsault by MVP. Goes for the pin. 1. No. Neil Beauchamp is in just in time. Drop kick connected with Viktor and Neil Beauchamp. That is not the individual you want to drop kick, but Viktor must be of the same mindset. Any gold is better than no gold. Viktor, the former world heavyweight, or the former iNCW heavyweight champion, I apologize. BJ Worthington in there by himself. And a DDT spiking MVP. Lot of letters right there, guys. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, no. Viktor was not even interested in getting in the ring. Getting complete mixed signals from this man. 1 minute he's helping detain Neil Beauchamp. The next he's letting MVP get pinned after a DDT. BJ going for the giant swing. And Neil Beauchamp like a redwood flying through the sky with a drop kick. Goes for the pin. BJ, BJ was right there, but his injuries, he's a little slower than normal. He couldn't quite catch what is Neil Beauchamp going for here. That was mildly terrifying. Has MVP up. MVP with a Russian leg sweep to get out of nonsense. We have ourselves a tag team match. Oh! With a backbreaker into a Russian leg sweep. MVP going for a body splash and got all of it. Neil Beauchamp is doing his best to make it to his corner. Can't quite make it. No, this might be it. Oh, the split leg moonsault again. The ref is distracted. 1, 2. Victor grabbed a hold of BJ Worthington, and the Fraud Squad is gone. I've regretted not saying it before, but now that I've said it, I didn't expect them to lose right there. That is unheard of. It was a well-fought man. They put on the best potential match they could. MVP and Sokolov look to be on the same page too. Everybody's on the same page after a win. Where will they be after a loss? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all tuning in for our first episode back after a week off. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't hit it before or hit it already. Hit the dislike button if you don't like that the Fraud Squad is gone from iNCW now. Man, that was unexpected. I don't know what else to say. Except for, until next time, I'm KB Chronic, and y'all have a good one.